check out kind of the tools we'll need. Pretty basic to take the whole thing apart. The power tools aren't really necessary, but I got a 10, 12, 14, 17 wrench, Phillips and flathead screwdrivers, needle nose, channel locks, and a pair of dikes, wire cutters, a couple different socket wrenches, some extensions, and again, same sizes on the socket, 10, 12, 14, 17. Could take apart the whole car with that, but we're just going after the front end. A couple other tools come in handy here and there, but if you're going in order, that's really all you need. Before I sit down, I want to loosen the bolts on the bumper. There's 3 screws that hold the bumper on. They're flush mount, so the inside screw holds the light together and the outside screw holds the light to the body. So this, I only needed to do the outside screw, and I could leave the inside one on. It'll still pop out. I'm going to free the socket from the wiring harness and leave the socket attached to the light so I can clean it later. This car wasn't running, so I didn't have a chance to go to the car wash. We got a couple road bugs on there, but it's got 2 skid plates up under here that we want to start with before we can get the bumper off. And they're 10mm bolts. You just kind of got to know where they are. A little easier with the lift. There's probably 4 or 5 of them in there. A couple of them are breakaway plastic, which are a little more of a pain in the ass. They can round off or get beat up as you're going off-road. But they're just plastic, so to get those off, don't be afraid to cut them out and replace them with metal ones later. Uh-oh. I'll go down on my back for a minute and find a couple more of those. I'm probably going to need one extension, if not probably 6 inches to get at those bolts easy. Too long and I'm going to be hitting the ground. This is an example of the plastic ones you'll encounter along the way. Honda calls it a splash guard skid plate. It's plastic, so it's not doing anything to protect you from four-wheel driving. It's just to keep water, etc. out of the engine bay. would be nice to have a lift and a whole shop full of tools, but you don't really need it. And if you're in a junkyard, this is what you're going to be doing. So. Alright, I think I'll run the last one of these. One more. These front skid plates kind of integrate into the fender splash shields. A lot of wagons no longer have them after 30 years. Couple more, 4 or 5 on each plate. It's a 2-part little thing that fits together. All 1988 through 91 Civic and CRX models have this same skid plate, same part number. They had a little bit of power steering leakage at one point. This is designed to kind of help that collect and then seep out. If they hadn't fixed their power steering system in time, that could have a cord of fluid stuck to it and dried on. Something like that. You can see where the tongue holds it together. The metal screws were mostly on the outside and the plastic ones were more on the inside. Now the only thing holding the bumper on at this point are 4 10mm bolts inside each of those holes. You kind of need a longer extension to get at these. Loosen this side, but don't take them out. Then we'll come over here, pull this side, and come back to these so they don't bind up on us. These are just shorties, 5 or 6 times around with the edge to make them off. They're not super long. Real easy to take this off when you're putting it back on. You kind of need a second guy or a box or something to get it all aligned before you crank these bolts down, so you get a nice clean gap right there. You can do a move with your knees while you're holding it up and get it in place. So here I'm going to brace this last bolt. The bumper has a bumper support inside of it that can